Hi friends, welcome to the accountancy class. Today in this module, we are going to study the accounting for partnership firms. The different forms of business organizations are sole proprietorship, joint into family business, partnership, cooperative society, and joint stock company. In this session, we are going to study the term partnership. The Indian Partnership Act 1932 defines partnership as the relation between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. This is the definition given by the Indian Partnership Act 1932. The partners who have entered into the partnership business is known as partners, and the partners collectively is known as partnership firm. The name under which the business is carried is known as firm name. The Indian Partnership Act 1932 defines partnership as the relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profits and losses of the business and carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. The persons who have entered into the business is known as partners. These partners are collectively known as firm. The important rights and duties of the partners are: first one, every partner has the right to participate in the management of the firm. Then every partner has the right to be consulted about the affairs of the firm. Every partner has the right to inspect the book of accounts of the firm. Every partner has the right to share the profits and losses with other partners in the agreed ratio. Then if the partner has advanced loan, he has the right to receive interest on that amount at an agreed rate of interest. In case the rate of interest is not mentioned, the interest is paid at the rate of 6% per annum. In case of emergency, a partner has the right to act according to his best judgment and can be indemnified for the expenses incurred by him. The next duty is a partner has the right not to allow the admission of a new partner. If he wishes to admit a new partner, the consent from other partners is required. Then after giving proper notice, a partner has the right to retire from the firm. If the partner incurs expenses on the business or he pays an amount on behalf of that partner, gets indemnified for the payment made by him from the firm. These are the important duties or rights of the partner. There must be at least two persons to form partnership, and all such persons must be competent to contract. According to Indian Partnership Act 1932, every person except the following are competent to contract. They are minors, then person of unsound mind, and person disqualified by any law. The Companies Act 2013, Section 464, empowers the central government to prescribe the number of partners in a firm subject to the maximum of 100 persons. The central government has prescribed the maximum number of the partners in a firm to be 50. Then the Rule 10 of the Companies Act 2014, thus in effect the partnership firm cannot be more than 50%. Then partnership comes into existence by an agreement, either written or oral. The written agreement of partnership firm is known as partnership deed. It specified that partnership deed specifies the terms and conditions of the partnership business. The contents of the partnership deed includes name and address of the partners, the name and address of the firm, the amount of money invested by the partner, amount of money withdrawn by the partner, that term is known as drawings, then rate of interest on capital, interest on, the term is known as drawings, Then interest on capital, interest on drawings, interest on loans and advances, then amount of salary, commission, etc. Then accounting procedure at the time of admission, retirement and death of a partner. Then accounting procedure at the time of dissolution of the partnership firm. Then other rules and regulations of the partnership firms. These are the important contents of the partnership deed. A partnership is established for a lawful business. Then it is an agreement between partnership firm is an agreement between two or more persons. So it is not essential to share the profits and losses. If they require the amount of profit, they can share the profits and losses.